Hey, hey, hey!
Hey, ladies!
Chantel and I are back here just doing our thing. All of a sudden, I realized we weren't live. I did a whole countdown thing and all that stuff. So, bless your heart for those of you that are still out there. Give us a wave. I guess we can't see the wave, but put a comment in there so I let you know that you're here. I see Sally. All right, so we're going to start all over again, and we're kind of rocking and rolling along the way. So, welcome.
Happy
Hi, ladies.
Tuesday!
I'm Becky Davies, and I'm excited to welcome you to Browse Three Ways. Tonight, Chantel Jennings and Rebecca was going to be here, but she's under the weather. So, Chantel, I appreciate you for picking up the ball and running with me tonight. And we're going to introduce you to the amazing regular and limited edition brow products that you must have in order to apply to create the wow brow looks. As you can see, we have only one brow dent this evening. Yet we're going to show our own techniques for applying the products so that you can find the best technique for yourself. And if you have any questions about which colors we're using or how we're applying the products, please feel free to put that down in the comments. I can't believe we got this far into the script as we had. So the bank teller says your account is overdrawn, and I'm looking at the bank teller and I'm saying, well, so are your eyebrows, but here we are. So we needed a little brow humor in order to get started here this evening, rocking and rolling. So let me kind of continue on here. We do a live show here on Tuesday nights with a variety of different topics, sharing our Mary Kay products. And if this is your first time joining us, thank you and welcome. Let us know in the comments below how you found us. Maybe someone invited you to the party, or maybe you joined the fun because you saw it shared on a girlfriend's Facebook page. So once you're done introducing yourself, let us know who you are. I see Nori's here too, and Sharon is here. Hello, friends. Once you're done introducing yourself, don't forget to share us with your friends by clicking the share button because you just might brighten someone's day or night, depending on which chance and when they get to look at it. Or you can help by helping them to find their best brows too. So click share, sit back in your chair, and let's meet my co-host. What do you got for me, Chantel?
Hey, ladies! So I wanted to share with you our amazing Mary Kay app. This is one of the best tools to help you stay connected with your beauty consultant, and it does so much more. You can download the app from your app store for Android or iPhone, iProducts. And I want to share you a few things to help you guide you through this app. So first and foremost, you can contact your beauty consultant directly from this app. You can start a shopping bag as you are getting close to needing an item, getting low on something. You can find your beauty regimen by inputting the products that you use, and it will suggest, it will tell you which ones you use in the morning, which ones at night, and it will give you an order of application so you know exactly what order to put them on. You can see your order history to know how long ago did I get this. And also to find, there was that one lipstick I really loved. What color was that? Your beauty consultant has all of that. But in case you want to look it up yourself, you can create a skincare profile so that you can get recommendations for certain products. You can create wish lists and share that with other people for receiving ideas. Plus, there is an area for featured products to learn about. It's an amazing app, so be sure to jump over to your app store and get it downloaded today. It is
I
free, so do
Yeah,
not
it's free,
hesitate.
and I think it's an awesome thing to be able to have a one
Mhm.
stop place in order to do your Mary Kay stuff, right? And I
Yep.
think it's exciting that the customer can keep track of their own purchases too, to
Hmm.
know what they want to refill. Or as I'm getting low on something, I can pop it in on my shopping bag, but I'm not necessarily ready for it because then something else comes a little bit low, and then I can start to accumulate a purchase or whatever too. So I think
Yep.
it's a great thing.
I have to be honest. I use shopping apps. I
Yep.
order online, pick up at the store, all through
Yep.
apps, and it's fantastic because it pops up. Here's what you normally get. Do you need this today? And it
Yep.
helps me remind. I can look back to find when did I get this? What
Yep.
did I get? It's just
Yep.
a really nice convenience that we've gotten kind of used to with everything else.
Yep. Absolutely. 100%.
Now, on to the really, really good stuff. The your best brows for you. The power of brows is to frame your face. So the first step to wow brows is to decide the best brows for your face shape. On the top left of the screen there, for an oval face, you will want to create a shallow arch to add more dimension and to avoid a dramatic brow shape. On the top middle, for a round face, you will want to create a lifted, angled arch to lengthen your face. On the right, top right, for a long face, a flat eyebrow to make your face appear shorter. On the bottom left, a square face, you will try a rounder shape or a low, soft arch with medium thickness to accent your strong jawline. That bottom middle, for a heart-shaped face, use the eyebrows as the top of the heart and create a lower, rounded arch for a soft, natural look. And on that bottom right, for a diamond-shaped face, rounded brows will add a softer, less wide look. So if you are not sure on your face shape or just needing some help on processing this, definitely talk with your beauty consultant because she can help. She knows what she's doing. You know, I've had to be like, oh, what face shape am I? You know, we always like, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like this. Sometimes I feel like I'm this. But definitely don't hesitate to reach out. We would love to help you even with that part of it.
There you go. It's like kind of like sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't like that. All right, now that you know the ideal brow shape for your face, the next thing is how to map it out. So you're going to get a pencil, maybe a brow pencil, and you're going to hold it to the side of your nose, not the outside side, but the inside where the nostril starts. Or I think, what do you call that, Chantel? You're a nurse. What do you call this?
Yeah, I mean, it's your nair there. Like,
okay, my nair. Okay, so inside the nair, right? Who knew nair? And you're going to hold that pencil parallel to the side of your nose and you're going to come straight up. That's where the brow starts. And hypothetically, yours doesn't start right there because over here on this side, I've got a little bit of a gap. So I would put a dot there to know where my brow is going to start. Then you're measuring the outer corner of your eye. You're going to go across from the bottom of your nose, across the outer part of the eye to the edge, and put a dot at the end of that there at that place too. And that is just also, sometimes you may fudge it up a little bit too, because we don't want it dragging down on our face. Mm-hmm. And then to find out where the arch of the brow is going to be, is going to go from the nose past the iris and to kind of the top middle here. And that's where the arch is. Now I have a square face. And if you remember back from the drawing, you probably weren't paying attention because maybe you don't have a square one. That's what is a natural little arch. So I don't have a lot of arch, but it's just a gradual type of an arch that takes place. So that's how you can map your brows out. It's very beneficial if you're someone that has gone through chemo and you've lost your hair, or if you have lighter brows. And so the next thing up is the tools that we're going to need to create this type of look.
Okay, so the Mary Kay eyebrow eyeliner brush, I call it the spoolie brush. It's our dual ended. One end is an angle, the angled brush. The other end's a spoolie. Don't mind, mine is dirty from, you know, doing my brows. But it's that little spoolie brush. It features both the wired spoolie and the angled brush. The wired spoolie end is used to tame the brows or to brush through the brows in short strokes to blend color. The first thing I actually use this for before I'm even using my brow products is after I apply my foundation, no matter which one you use, is that I go through and I comb those brows up, because if our foundation settles in there, it creates like an orangey color around your brows and it will build up in there, and it does make it a little more difficult to create your brows or put your brow products on, but also it gives you that orangey look around there. So that is the very first thing I use that spoolie brush for. And then we are going to come in. We have the volumizing brow tint. It is a gel that features microscopic fibers that cling to hair for fuller, lush looking brows. So it is actually a little baby spoolie.
I like that. Baby spoolie, baby mascara wand, whatever, yep. Right?
Yep. And this life-proof formula has a flexible hold to help your brows stay put all day long. It's smudge resistant, it tames unruly brows, and it's flake proof. Whether you like to shape, tame, thicken, fill in, or want to boost your brows, this one does it all. As you can see on someone like me who has very light colored brows, it's one of those things, if you've ever seen the meme that brows matter, because like, you know, when they're super light and your face doesn't have shape, you know, so the tint will help even just give you a little bit of color and fill them in. The other thing is our brow liner, as Becky and I were just using to show you our shape, is a Smooth Guide micro tip liner. Looks much like our eyeliners, lip liners, that delivers hair by hair definition. This liner is also life proof, so it keeps brows looking beautiful and stays put all day long. It is long lasting, smudge resistant, lightweight, and retractable, so it means no sharpening. One of the best things ever. So I tend to, you can use these multiple ways. So you can take your pencil, so it's actually even smaller than like our liners. You can take your pencil, and I tend to just kind of use it to shape. Here's where the bottom of my brow will be. And you want to do it in short, soft strokes so they look like little hairs. You don't want to have like a line drawn. So I tend to use it just on this basic, and I went from that inner corner and just followed it all the way to the tail. Now, some people like to use it and just fill in completely with the pencil. And you can just get, again, like right here, I'm kind of sparse, so I can fill in to get a little bit more shape there, and like up in here to create that upper part of my arch.
Nice.
And then,
what color are you using?
I was so focused on my mirror that my eyes are dark blonde.
Okay.
And then I come in with my brow tint, and also using dark blonde on that one. And now sometimes if I'm just like going to work, I'm in a hurry, I can get by with just the tint because I can just fill it in just right. But I then take the tint and just comb upward on the hairs because it's just attaching to those areas. Now those sparse areas, I can take the tip and fill in a little bit color and just combing along those little hairs.
Nice.
Now I tend to let it sit a moment and dry. And then because I don't like to have the extra product in them and I want them to look more natural, fluffier, because, you know, the trends in how our brows look change. And right now it's just kind of that fluffiness, fuller, thick brows. I will come in and just kind of softly go back over them with the spoolie brush. And that way I'm blending those two products. I don't have any thick product areas. And I have a brow.
Voila. Let me bring you up individual here just a second. That's beautiful.
And remember, brows are sisters, not twins, as you can see.
It's true. Because we can drive ourselves crazy trying to get them exactly the same, right?
It's terrible. It's terrible.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Nobody's got time for that.
No.
I also want to give a tip too. You're probably wondering maybe what color might be best for you or whatever too. And a general rule of thumb is to match your brow color to your hair color. But sometimes, depending on what they have for colors, you may not get an exact match. And if you have interesting sparkles in your hair, you know, then it's definitely not going to be a match. So if you have, the rule of thumb is if you have lighter hair, go a shade slightly darker than your hair. So you can actually go a shade darker. And if you have dark hair, choose a shade that's just a little bit lighter. So this creates a more harmonious and natural look. But honestly, at the end of the day, I just kind of say you do you, boo, because brows and color are a personal preference. Some like to go bold, some want to be natural, you know, some want to be some in between too. So, all right, questions.
On that note, you know, dark blonde, the reason I chose that, we do have a lighter that's just blonde, but the dark blonde has a little bit of a red tint to it. I have the naturally red hair, but I do a lot of blonde highlights, especially in the summertime. So I stay with that darker because it goes with more of my natural color in the undertone and the underneath. So again, you play around with it to what you like and your preference.
And, a note on playing around with it too, because you have 100% satisfaction guarantee, don't be afraid to try one color and then say, I think I want to try a different color. Or go ahead and go bold. And if that isn't something that worked for you, then go back to the one that you normally been doing too. So there's nothing wrong with trying more. So, all right, kits, brow kits. Here we go. Here we go. We've got something new to show you. We've got an all-out brow beauty tonight. This is brow kits. We've got 3 different colors. Here's the blonde. Here's the brunette. And here is the dark brunette. So dark brunette, brunette, and blonde. Okay, this has tonight on my right side, I've got my brow done. I did that in blonde. But when we watched Lori Hogg do an event she has super blonde hair, and I've got darker blonde type of hair, a little bit more of they call it mousy brown is what they call it. She also did brunette, so I'm going to do the other eye in brunette, and then if Chantel help remind me to show what the dark brunette looks like on the back of my hand tonight, in case I get buzzing through here. But there's 3 different powders, 3 different products inside this kit. And it also comes with your little spoolie tool, although you're going to find me using my large one. And it also comes with a little dual-ended applicator that you're going to apply the product with. So the first product in the kit is a pomade. And this pomade is going to go on first. It's going to lay down the hair strokes. It's going to lay down a base coat, for lack of a better word. And as you can see, there are 2 different colors here. And then I'm going to turn this little applicator over. And this is a powder, a brow powder, but also works great as an eyeshadow. So keep that in mind. It's dual purpose. And then we're going to take little short feathery strokes on top of the pomade. It's going to grab a hold of the powder and make just a nice shaped brow. And then this last one here is a highlighter. And they tell you can put it on with your finger. I suppose that's because there's no applicator in here, but I'm going to be using our eye smudger brush to be able to apply the highlighter underneath the brow when we're finished. So here we go. We'll see how quick I can do this. Chantel, you got any questions?
No, I'm excited to see
Any questions that you think our clients might like to know?
Well, when I look at those, and someone like me, where I think that the blonde might be a little bit light, but the brunette.
Yeah, but look at that though, for the blonde. This side.
That's probably true. Yeah. That pomade just on the brunette looks pretty dark on someone like me as well. However, again, if you go a little darker, you have light colored hair if you're an in-between.
Yep.
So again, it's something you play around with to decide which one you think would be better.
Yep. And I could even see, for my own brows, I could even see a little bit of mixing and matching, honestly.
Well, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Yep. So the pomade allows you to get, again, little short feathery strokes like Chantel was doing with, I'm going to show you just the pomade, like Chantel was showing with the brow pencil. Now I've got 2 different colors on, so you can see the blonde on the one side and the brunette on the other side, just with the pomade. And then I'm going to come back in. This side had pomade on. You're going to use the other side of the little tip. You're going to grab the powder that's in the middle, grab my mirror, and I'm going to go little short feathery strokes to go over the top of that. And this has kind of a little bit of a red tint. So when I was young, my hair was almost white in the summertime, just to give you an idea. I've got natural sparkles in my hair right now, but this is my natural hair color. So as I said, they call it an ash blonde, I think, or something like that. All right, here is with There is with the brow color on top of it with the other one. You see the difference of the look on one side and the other. And then we're going to take the eye blending brush and I'm going to grab this highlighter here and just come underneath the brow with it to kind of give a little bit of emphasis. I honestly like this color of highlighter too. And I've actually heard that you can do it above the top too. I haven't done that look necessarily because I've got some of our other highlight product. And then I'm going to take the spoolie, just like Chantel did, and I'm going to go back through the brow and blend the two products together and soften the look. And there you go. Easy peasy, 1, 2, 3. What do you think?
I think it's amazing how easy, quick you can do brows. Like, I think a lot of times, I'm guilty of it during my work day, my work week, is that, it's okay. I don't need them at work. That's an extra step, but it really doesn't take long.
Mm-mm. And I've worn both brows. I mean, today I did a whole blonde look, on both sides. It's just a little bit softer look, but I think this is kind of acceptable too, as far as the look is concerned too, right?
Yeah.
When you don't have the other one to compete with.
I think the blonde gives us, a softer look, depending on what you're going for. And if you're wanting more dramatic, you can do the darker color.
Yeah. So now I'm going to show you what wrong one there. I'm going to show you what the color for the pomade and stuff looks like. See if this works on the back of my hand. So here's the brunette. And you can see I played with this because honestly, I use a black round eyebrow liner. And then I come over my look. I like the, so Stacy says, I like the darker one. It almost looks younger to have the darker color in the brows. Cool. So if I'm using the tint and the brow liner, I use a dark or the black brown. There's a black brown eyeliner, which I never would have thought to use. That looks fabulous on ladies with salt and pepper hair too. But it also adds a little bit of emphasis because I do have, my brow hair is darker. And then I use the dark blonde brow tint because the hair is darker. And if I'd use the darker one, I look like I have 2 black caterpillars on my eyes. So this one is the pomade for, is that going to show up?
Yeah.
Here's the pomade for the brunette color. And then we're going to come over the top of it with the color. This is interesting to do this like this through my hands. Here, let's open them all up really quick so you can see the color. Okay, that's the color of the dark brunette. The dark brunette. This one is the brunette color. I hope this is making sense to somebody or helpful.
Yeah.
Not making sense, but helpful because I see like I'm wasting time right here. And this is the brunette color. Okay. Mm-hmm. And let me open up the blonde really quick because look how light the blonde looks.
Yeah.
But the blonde is deceiving, actually. There's more color in this one than what you would think. And that one's going to go on here. And as you see that when you're putting on the pomade for the blonde, it doesn't look like much. The magic really happens when you put the
color on?
Powder over. Yep. See what happens when you put the powder over the top of it?
Oh, yeah.
There's your 3 colors. And honestly, I was shocked because usually brunette has just too much red tint in it for my hair, but that's what I have on here is brunette. So any other comments, questions?
Mm-mm.
All right. This is a customizable look, obviously, whether you want a natural, defined, or a bold brow. This kit has everything that you're going to need, including, the highlighter too. And if you're in a pinch, you could travel and just use the highlighter and that middle brow color for your eyes too, if you wanted to. That tinted pomade, as I said, it shapes and it holds your brows in place. So a little bit kind of like a brow tint-ish type of a product. It's great for structure. It's also great for putting in areas where the brows are super sparse, or maybe you don't have enough that comes in towards the inside where we were doing the pencil with. And then that brow powder then adds in the fullness and fills in the sparse areas for a flawless finish too. They've got the 3 different shades, and also very travel friendly too. To go be able to go with you, and great for touch-ups and stuff. Ideal for that busy woman who wants quick, flawless brows. So let's put down in the comments, do you prefer natural, defined, or bold brows? Or do you like all 3? Because you can have that with this particular item too. And the kit is for $28. And as I said, limited edition. And limited edition means, what does it mean, Chantel?
It means that when it's gone, it's gone.
When it's gone, it's gone is exactly right. So if it's something that you're interested in, you might want to be able to grab that, right now too. All right, so we always like to share. Sally likes defined brows, she said. That's cool. Do you have a color, Sally, that you would like to, that you think you would like, or have you tried? All right, so we always have an evening where we have some specials for you, and tonight is no different. So we're going to do our Believers in Beauty special, where you pick one of the items that we showed you this evening to get a 10% off. You can choose 2 items, so that might be maybe a kit and maybe a brush of a spoolie brush, or the blending brush. Maybe you can get a 15% off. Or if you get 3 items, you can get a 20% off. Maybe you want to have the brow definer and tint like Chantel had. And then maybe you want to throw in a kit to have some fun with on a different time too. Because I still honestly kind of go back and forth between doing both, depending on what kind of a look I want for the day too. So easy peasy.
All right. And as you bring friends in to join us, don't forget about our one-time anytime discount when you share your Tuesday night with the girls. This will give you the opportunity to get the products that you love for free. And if you are looking for a more permanent discount, we would love to welcome you into our Pink Bubble as a consultant. This month only, you can join us for $20.
What?
I can't even take one of my children to lunch for $20. Like,
not anymore.
Come on. So it's $20 to start, and it gives you immediate access to a 50% discount on all of your favorite products. So if you're looking to earn some more money, vacation's coming up, summertime fun, or for just that discount on your own products, be sure to check with your Mary Kay consultant on how you can get started today for $20.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. All right, ladies. We want to thank you again so much for joining us tonight. I hope that you learned something new. It looks like Stacy likes defined brows. Sally likes defined. Sally said a blonde in the kit with dark blonde in precision brow liner is what her favorite combination is. I could see that as being very stunning too. So I hope that you feel more comfortable putting and boosting your brows too, and having choices too. The final code word for tonight is sisters, because as Chantel said earlier, our brows are not twins, they're sisters, so they're going to be different. Absolutely sure about that for sure. And then come back in 2 weeks on Tuesday evening, March 18th. So after St. Patrick's Day. And we're going to have mocha mousse makeovers that night, because the Pantone color of the year is mocha mousse. So we're going to show you some mocha mousse makeovers. It's going to be at the same time, same place, either on YouTube or on Facebook. And so be sure to come back and join us that night too. So, hey, ladies, everybody, we hope that you have a great night, and we appreciate you being here, and either here live with us or on playback. So Hope to see you soon. See you later. Bye.